Hello everyone, welcome to Dr. Rajkumar Academy for Civil Services. Let us discuss today the Hindu newspaper of Delhi edition. The first topic that we are going to discuss about many killed in riot in Manipur, government issues shoot and sight order. So there was a clash broke out after a march was taken out by the tribal community against the decision to grant ST status to the majority Meitei community. So army and RAF deployed to the particular situation. Around 9,000 people in the state doing the march. So let us have a look related to the problem in terms of your article. Remember, there was a system defined insiders and outsiders to protect from the encroachment of land and resources by the immigrants, both Indians and from Nepal and Bangladesh. So the valleys in that particular area, the community name called Meiti, around 9% of area occupied and 60% of population belong to that community. And the hill regions which is occupied by Kukis and Naga, along with other communities as well. The basic reason for this particular problem regarding the fear of the Metis socio-cultural and economic domination. So this is the background of this particular article. Regarding the article of today, the Manipur government issued a suit and cite order because of the extreme case related and escalating of ethnic violence in the state. So this particular clash between the scheduled tribe community, mostly from the Kuki Zomi group, are protesting against a move to grant long-standing demand of ST status to Meitei community. So this is the reason behind the violence in the state. So just know the background and also just consider this as the add-on information of your particular article. And next one is about leg up for all tongues, no Hindi imposition. The language problem is always there in our country. Regarding the languages, there is a lot of issue in terms of imposition. So now people criticizing BJP in terms of the language, politics, politically motivated things in terms of the language. So now the BJP stands for the promotion of all Indian languages and acquisition that it promotes Hindi at the cost of regional language is politically motivated, was said by the Home Minister of our country. So the BJP is like working on strengthening all local languages, particularly in terms of service examination, central services examination. But there was a lot of pending from different states that central services examination that has to happen in their mother tongue as well. Right. So the promotion of all languages was the theme under this particular article. Even recently, the CRPF examination is also conducted with multiple regional language as well. So it is about promotion of non-Hindi languages all over the states. Let's move to the next important topic. Next topic related to Jaishankar discuss the line of actual control with Quinn holds talk with Lavrov but not Putin. So this article is talking about the unresolved old military standoff of the line of actual control, which happened 3 years ago. Still, it is unsolved. So the focus of India-China talks as the External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar met with Chinese Foreign Minister Qin Gang. So that detailed discussion related to the bilateral ties. To understand this particular article, we need to know the background of this particular issue. Remember, India shares around 3,488 kilometer border of China that runs along the states of Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Sikkim, and Arunachal Pradesh. The border is not fully officially demarcated. That's the issue in the line of actual control. It's a demarcation line that separates India controlled territory from the Chinese controlled territory. So this LAC is a de facto border between the two countries, China and India. and the process of clarifying and confirming this LAC in terms of its progress. So line of actual control divided into three sectors, that is western sector, middle, and eastern sector. Okay, so the areas under this LAC, in particularly if we take the western, Ladakh and Kashmir, if you take the middle region, which is Uttarakhand and Himachal Pradesh, and the eastern region, which Sikkim and Arunachal Pradesh. So the LOAC is not fully and officially demarcated. It has led to differing perception regarding the alignment. So the China started making territorial claims in the following areas that become the issue in the recent times. So 3,488 kilometer long, while the Chinese believe it around 2,000 kilometer long. So the two armies try to dominate by patrolling in these particular areas to respect to their perceptions of line of actual control, often that bringing them into conflict as well. So that the issue is happening. So they want to resolve it. That is the reason behind this particular talk, because now the SCO foreign minister meeting as well as G20 foreign ministers meeting is happening. So regarding this particular issue, the both country has to come up with a proper settlement. Let us have a next important topic, that is stop caste survey immediately. High Court tells Bihar government. I think yesterday topic that we discussed about the caste census, but as of now, there was a stop of doing the caste survey in the Bihar region, which was said by the High Court of India. Okay, so the Patna High Court on Thursday ordered stay on the caste-based survey being concluded by Nitish Kumar government, because they are talking about the survey ensure the data already collected are preserved and secured, because the data issue is the problem here. The final order has been passed by the government to high court to stop the activity by the government. Next important article of the day, which is related to mrudangam virtuosa Karaikuri Mani takes the final go. So, who the person Karaikudi R Mani, who dominated the Carnatic music world for more than half a century, 50 years as a Mridangam player, popularized the South Indian percussion instrument across the globe through his stroke. Okay, so he is the person who made popularize the Mridangam. So you need to understand the importance of this Mridangam as well. It comes under your art and culture. Remember, instrument is the integral component of Hindustani classical music. Okay, Carnatic classical music as well. This particular equipment comes under Carnatic classical music. You know, Veena, Mridangam, Kanjira, and violin. They can be classified into stringent and percussion instruments as well. So the Vadya instrument, particularly if you take the Mridangam, it's a traditional instrument, is found in various part of southern part of India. It is popular bifacial drum of Carnatic music and is used as an accompaniment in South Indian classical music. Right. So this is known as importance of the Mridangam. Moving towards the next important article related to the service sector. There was a brief article today related to the service sector in the editorial page. Beyonce check. Service sector's resilience may be tested as a global demand pool. So India's services sector seemed to have had a great start to the financial year. If one were to go purely by the findings of S&P Global Services PMI Business Activity Index. So the survey was found, and finally they said that India's service sector is like increasing. So in this article, we need to understand about the service sector. Remember, telecommunication, information services, and other business services and transport are the top contributors here. So the Indian service sector covers a wide variety of activities such as trade, hotel, restaurants, transport, storage, communication, financing, insurance, real estate, business services, community, and social and personal services. All these kind of sector comes under the service. Okay, so here they used to evaluate the GVA, that is gross value added growth from the industry side. Right, so just go through this article so you will get a value. Earlier, challenges faced by India in terms of service sector is a lack of skilled labor. Lack of skilled labor. These are all the problems faced by India in terms of service sector. One is lack of skilled laborers to the particular area. Then about people dominant. Then about taxation. Then about infrastructure. Then market barriers. These are all the major issues faced by India in terms of service sector. Right. So the government also come up with lot of initiatives to promote the service sector. That is the reason behind of success in terms of increasing. For example, 157 new medical colleges to boost accessibility and affordable health. And if you take PLI, that is Protection Incentive Linked Incentive Schemes to boost the manufacturing as well, right? And Mahatma Gandhi National Fellowship Program to provide the empowering and boost skill development of the students. If you take PM Ayushman Bharat Health Infrastructure Mission also was launched in terms of increasing the health issue. Okay, next BharatNet program. BharatNet program to boost the digital connectivity across India. And about FDI, foreign direct investment for insurance companies had been raised 49 percentage to 74 percentage, and even some cases 100 percentage as well. Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana to provide 300 plus skill courses among 600 districts. Right. So these are all the major initiatives taken by the government in terms of improving the service sector, and compared to the performance of other sector, service sector is doing good as per the recent index. That's the article is about in the editorial. Just move to the next important article that is related to the Washington Declaration. Washington Declaration. So, April 25th, South Korean President Yoon Suk Yeol arrived in the US to commemorate the 70th anniversary of US South Korea bilateral relations. So, in this particular article that we need to understand related to the Washington Declaration, it's a security alliance between United States of America and the Republic of Korea. Okay, 26th April 2023 marked as the 70th anniversary of USROK alliance, United States of America and Republic of Korea. So the alliance commits to engage in deeper cooperative in terms of decision making on the nuclear deterrence, including through enhanced dialogue and information sharing regarding the growing nuclear threats. In which region? Republic of Korean region. That is the intention of this particular agreement. So the two presidents announced the establishment of nuclear consultative group to strengthen the extended the deterrence, discuss nuclear strategic planning, and manage the threat of non-proliferation regime posted by the of Democratic People of Republic Korea. Right, in keeping with the president's commitment, the alliance has established a new bilateral interagency tabletop simulation. So these are all the major information that you need to gather regarding your Washington Declaration. Next important topic, that is behind Manipur widespread unrest. Already I told you here they completely explained about why this ethnic issue is there in the Manipur. and what exactly the issue and argument from the Meiti, because their particular group has to be included in the scheduled tribe. That is the issue behind the violence in the state of Manipur. So you just read this article, you get an idea. The next important article that is related to SCO ministers meet today to discuss the economic ties. So stepping up economic cooperation including discussing national currency payment for mutual trade will be the agenda of SCO. Few days before that we discussed related to the SEO as well about what is the significance of it. And here this article is talking about the meet of SEO ministers to discuss the economic ties in the future. So just go through it. Here you get to know about G20, SEO, BRICS. Okay, all these countries are going to discuss regarding the economic ties of the state as well. Right. Next article that is related to your economic part, India, Russia suspend rupee settlement negotiations. So what exactly the article is stating about? India, Russia said to suspend talks to settle trade in rupees. Remember, this is very interesting article. India and Russia have suspended the negotiation of bilateral trade in rupees. The two government officials come up with this negotiation because India failed to convince Russia to keep rupees in its coffers. The report said that it would be a major setback for the Indian importers of cheap oil and coal from Russia. That is the concern. So the talks deadlock negotiations with Moscow on rupee trade settlement mechanism have been suspended after months of talk. As I said, India failed to convince Russia in terms of agreeing to settle trade dispute in terms of rupees, irrespective of costs. Right. So the reports also, due to rupee not being fully convertible and India's relatively small share of global export, just 2%. That is the issue. It is not possible for India to convince the Russian. Right. Some trade is being carried out in currencies other than the dollar. Apart from that, UAE is dirham, right? So a second, government official said that there is no need of pushing rupee settlement anymore because the mechanism is not going to work out. India tried in every way, but it hasn't helped, so it is not going to happen in the future also. So this is the article is about India, Russia said to suspend talks to settle trade in rupees. So what are the things? What are the topic that we discussed so far? Those are the major topics of the day. Just go through those topics and have a brief idea related to the same. We'll continue tomorrow. Take care. Bye bye.